Yeah, he usually do this. My bad.
This is the remix. We be mobbing. All my niggas fellas and we be strapped and we be on that. Back block. Capping and track, hawking it, effing in these streets. Honey drumming and bum footing in your sneaks. Yeah, it's me, it's MK. Back on my bullshit anyway. Money right, juice right. I'm a fucking main bitch all night. The homie got caught with a few guns. Lawyer on go, one fucking run. Case beat, party, on me. In the club doing the two-step. All my ops, they won't do shit. Shorty grinding to the music. Dope boys, they know we moving. Please don't make my youngest lose it. They dump, reload, stash spots when we roll. Double chains on my shit. Baby girl on my hip. Come close if you trying to get hit. No Philly, you know what this is. MK, we be mobbing. Back block. You know this the remix, right? All my niggas fellas and we be strapped and we be on that. Back block. Single street, sea world, nigga. Pull with the Mac, no laptop. I'ma let her go to the gap pop. 100-shot drum on the back seat. Stick too big for the stash spot. You ain't wanna stop pretending, nigga. I'm a block bender up top center. Get the children engine, casket low. Get the pastor go, get the choir sing. MK, MP, SP, that's me. YG, MC, y'all know what it is. Back block. In the pandemic, running up crazy. Style for the point, 54 joint. Running through the coverage for the 80. We be mobbing. Back block. You know this the remix, right? All my niggas fellas and we be strapped and we be on that. Back block.
Door on the Cadillac fan slides. We be mobbing. We ain't shooters. We ain't hiding. No computers. We ain't blogging. We be mobbing. Killing dogs who catch them while they jogging. On top of all the bullshit we been dodging. Still in violence. Gotta move in silence. Blood stains all in this new balance. Take on your brain, push stuck on my name. It was never the same. I can never complain. I can never kiss a new. I was ahead of the game.
Welcome. It's another episode. You with the gang.
Gang.
Episode 86. We got a special guest. 87? 87. We got a special guest in the building this week. We got B from Medulla, the clothing brand.
Medulla Oblongata brand on Instagram.
Yeah. Get out the handles for the Instagram.
Medulla Oblongata on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, follow me.
His page is Medulla Mitch. Yeah.
My personal page is Medulla Mitch. I'm actually got a clubhouse too, Medulla Mitch. You can follow me on there too.
Yeah, we making our way to the clubhouse too. That's the next day.
That's the next phase.
That's the next
vibe.
Get
On the clubhouse.
But we gonna jump right into it. Besides the regular episode, we gonna interview Mitch on his whole clothing line and his process and his inspiration and how he got to the point where he at pushing out crazy flavors and different additions to his clothing line. But like we always do, we start out with the wellness check. Anybody want to go first? How y'all doing?
I went first last time, so
I'll go first.
Go ahead, sis.
I'm like a nice 7.
Okay.
A nice 7. I'm still in the grieving process, but I was able to get my dad a very new urn today, complete with pictures that spin, so that made my day very high. And I'm with the gang.
Okay.
Got a nice little drinky drink in the cup.
Okay, I see you
Chilling.
sipping. What's in it? You gonna tell?
It's I went to Chick-a-Boom for the first time. Y'all ever heard of that? It's a chicken sandwich spot. It's up Lancaster. It was too much. It was too much for me, but it was all right. It was enough for you know. But I had got one of their lemonades and I added some vodka to it. So
Okay,
I'm chilling.
Well, B, we gonna let you know how it goes. Is on a scale of 1 to 10, how you feeling and how your week was, how you doing. But you wanna go next or you wanna wait?
Oh, I mean, I go.
Go ahead.
I'm feeling good, man. I'm gonna say, you know, I'm a 10. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Every day's a good day as long as you wake up, you breathe this air. You know what I'm saying? You should be grateful. Somebody didn't make it somewhere, so you know I'm celebrating. Man. I feel good.
Sound like you last week, bro. You got a little positive vibe.
Yeah, I like that vibe.
I'm gonna follow it up with a 9.5. I'm good. Again, I'm with the gang. I actually started my New Year's resolution a couple days ago.
Back in the gym.
Yeah, I'm back in the gym. You know what I mean?
Look at this.
Hopefully, I.
Hey, wait.
Hopefully, he just cut my joint off, but hopefully I
He ain't even wait for his shit.
Right. He could have did all that on his shit, right? But, hopefully I can cut down about 30 pounds, 30 to 25 pounds. You know,
We see you already, though.
I'm trying. All cardio shit. Yeah, I told you, look, I just need the 4-pack, so when I go on vacation somewhere later on, I just need to unbutton 3 buttons, just so they can see the top. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just got back. I just got back from the gym
They let you
myself.
regardless of how you feel.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Trey gonna put his on early.
Oh,
Mitch came bearing gifts, yeah.
You know, came through blessed the cash.
Yeah, he definitely came bearing gifts. Oh, you gonna play yourself because you don't know if you fit. Go ahead.
Hey, yo.
Try it on already. Well, you go next, man. After you put that thing on, you go.
I'm good, baby.
We got you.
Yeah, that joint.
That thing fit fat niggas.
Right. Let him see the back, Trick. Let him see the back, Trick. You gotta let him see the back. Just say Medulla in the back, okay?
Okay, bro. All right.
You with me, man?
All right, now you go next then, since you.
He stood up right on your foot.
Yeah, he stood up. How you feeling today, bro? How you doing?
I'm at like a 10 speed today, man.
Okay.
10. Riding that bike fast, man. We gonna have some fun today.
You talking like them young boys.
Okay, Kenan.
All right, Kenan.
Well, I'll close it out then. I'm gonna go with a 10 too. This is the first time we've been in studio in like maybe like a month, just to get off the Zoom calls and shit we've been doing. Is a good feeling, you know what I mean? See people face to face and all that. And we got a guest. It's probably our first guest since we had in like a year, maybe.
Man,
like,
first guest
it's
in
been a long
2021.
waiting too, though. We talk to Mitch all the time, and like
Right.
Mitch people, so like that's folks. So it's always been like, all right, yo, when we do it, we gotta get you on here or whatever like that.
Exactly.
Like, keep it real, this is my old head. I mean, I grew up watching this nigga. We playing basketball and shit. You know what I mean? Remember the fucking rainbow shot you used to shoot? That shit be high as shit. B used to throw that shit from here. You know what I mean? I used to call B bitches back in the day. I was like, damn, you get all the bitches, man. You get all the bitches.
But let's get into it. Medulla, the brand, like what inspired you to come up with the name Medulla? Everybody, you know, got different names, and what's the reasoning behind it?
Medulla, man, basically, we all have Medulla Oblongata. Everybody has one.
Right.
But basically, the way I use it is like, just to stimulate your mind through fashion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just to, continue to create innovation, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I'm trying to do. Just create different things, you know what I mean? Keep it, not try to, just try to be basically...
Just whatever you envision, that's what you putting out there.
Yeah, not trying to stick to one brand or one logo. Like, as me, I got a lot of different flavors.
I did see that.
You take it down. I got the patches like this shirt.
Yeah.
Patch, I got the trucker hats with the patch.
Yeah.
Also got, the hoodie joint with the flags on it.
Yeah.
Wave
like
your
that.
flag.
Okay.
I got the money bag collection. That's the tie-dye hoodies with the guy, holding the money bags.
Yeah.
So, I just got, it's just different things I try to come up with.
Yeah, I seen a lot of like variations of your brand. Like since you started, like how long you been doing this now for?
Well, it's only been, I'm gonna say, honestly, it started in 2019, but I just started getting into sweatsuits and hoodies and hats. It was just T-shirts at first, and I did that in 2019, and we only started out with 3 T-shirts.
Right.
And then last year, 2020. I actually came up with about 7 more, T-shirts, and then I came up with the trucker patch and the trucker hats. It just was in the beginning, I wasn't really taking it serious. I was like, maybe I'm gonna try some T-shirts, see what's going on. Because when I first tried to start out, it's actually some guys. I'm not gonna name their names, but they had a brand, and I was like, yo, you mind if I get down with you, or whatever? But, some people don't want you to, join whatever they got going on. So I just had to sit back and try to come up with my own, my own brand. Because I was really trying to, I was like, I just wanted to help out. Like, yo, can I help you? Like, I got some, ideas I like to share with you.
Right.
But, they didn't want me to, I guess they didn't want me to be a part of their brand. Or it was their own thing, and I'm not shooting nobody down. I understand it. now that the process that I'm doing it myself, I kind of understand where they coming from.
Right.
Okay.
That was the next question too. Like, what made you create it? But like you just said, being an extra party to something that's already started, and you can tell when people really want you to be a part of it or not. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, sometimes that's what you got to do. You just got to step off. You could, watch for a second, but then, you take it upon yourself and do what you want to do. And, I mean, you made it so far, man.
Well, it's an ongoing process. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the first couple shirts that you came out, they flew off the shelf.
Yeah.
I mean,
was hard.
Yeah.
That Roses joint, that shit was hard.
Yeah,
that's a lot of...
This nigga ain't make my size, though.
Well, I did. I honestly, I did. I actually made up to 5X in that size.
Oh, word.
So I don't cut no one off. Everyone can get some Medulla. So any size.
Everybody get Medulla.
Yeah, everybody get Medulla.
Got it. You get it.
All shapes and
I guess it was just so hard though, because you make a certain amount of shirts and sizes. You got somebody who say, "Yo, hold this shirt for me," but then you got somebody ready to pay you right then and there.
Right.
It's like, listen.
It's just in the beginning. It's like with anything you start. Anything. Like y'all started the podcast, and you wanted to see how it's going to be. You want to get your feet wet. So it's like, all right, let me see. I'm gonna order a couple sizes. I'm gonna see how it go and see if I can get the the return that I'm looking for. Right. With me, it's not about the money. I like to create the product. I like the shirt. I like to have people look good. I like to look good. I like to stay fresh. My slogan is "Stay fresh for less." You shop for Medulla, you stay fresh for less.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. That's I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think that's underestimated how clothes make people feel. Right. Like, you know what I mean? How you really feel when you put on something. Like, you could be having a bad day, you get dressed. Or how many times you wasn't going nowhere, but you said, look, I'm going to get dressed and go outside. Right. Like, you ain't have to go nowhere special. It make you feel good when you wear clothes. And that's an underestimated process. Or, like, even what you contributing to people in general is, like, when you come bearing gifts, I'm like, damn, I needed a hoodie. That's what's up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I told you I gotta get some sweats. I gotta get the pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get the pants.
I gotta show some love.
We appreciate it.
It costs nothing to show love.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But
that's with anything.
I say, man, like the brand is taking a turn, man. Because like I was out in New York for my birthday last year, and I forgot what store I was in, but the guy was like, "Yeah, where you get that hat from?" I'm like, "Yeah, my people's. He that's his clothing line. This is his brand." He's like, I had the whole setup. He's like, I seen somebody else with that on, and he's like, I didn't ask him where to get it from. And I was like, yo, listen, go to Medulla Oblongata on Instagram and follow the page. You can get something like that. But it just goes to show, man, people, they see your vision too, man, and they see, it's going to take off somewhere, man. If not now, then listen, tomorrow probably.
Do you think like a lot of that come from your hustle though? Because you always been a hustler since I knew you. You always had something for sale.
We know Mitch, and Mitch always was like Mitch always. I'll give you that. You always progressive. Like he never got a stagnant point. Like from years of you knowing him, is always like when you see Mitch doing something else, whatever it is, but it's next level. Like that stand still shit never set for him. So that's true. But like he was saying to answer the question though, like what you was asking. Like, do you think your hustle, like, shows up?
To what I do? Well, kind of, you know what I mean? It's like, I think anything you sell is kind of sort of the same. So it's like, as long as you know what people want, and you try, well, not knowing what people want, well, just asking people what they want, or what you like to see, or what you think, or what kind of shirt you like, or what color you want to see. I'm really open, so I take, suggestions, I take people's opinions. I don't know everything, you know what I mean? Like I said, I just started this, and it's, I like to know what the people want. Basically, I'm a people's person, so I just want to see what the people want.
Okay, so you basically, you don't do the whole, like, what's trending. You talk to the people. Right.
Yeah, I try to, see what the people want.
Yeah, you can't sell something to people. You want people to buy stuff, but you can't be so one-minded. This what I like, but it's different variations. So go ahead.
My clothing, it might not be stuff that I would wear.
Right.
But see, that's the problem.
Just
because I might not wear it, but I get it because the people want it.
Right.
And that's what I do. Basically, it's about, as long as everybody good, they happy, your price, they like what you selling, they gonna buy it.
And see, that's where I would go wrong if I started a clothing brand. Yeah. I'm a fucking build everything around what I like.
No, but I learned that even too. Like when I was doing my little thing, it's like you got to learn that the varies of things. Like you might think I wouldn't wear it, but somebody might wear it. That might be somebody's favorite color, or they might got some sneaks that match with that or something like that.
Right.
But one thing I do credit you with, like since you started, like even when it was t-shirts to now, when you talking about like sweatshirts and sweatsuits or whatever like that. It's always been a different thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, now what you got on, and then, like, you popped up with the flag shirts and stuff like that.
This
like,
hard.
Yeah, and then, like, I might see people with, like, I saw somebody with the ice cream shirt or whatever like that, and I was like, damn, I didn't even know that was Mitch's shirt, like, whatever. Right. Do you think that's a good way, like, was that strategic that you, like, I'm going to just keep pushing out different shit? Like, was that planned, or?
No, I can't, you know, it's nothing really planned. It's just, like, in the spur of the moment, you know, if you ever wrote poetry or you ever wrote a rap or whatever, it's the spur of the moment. Like, you might get that writer's mentality and you might just go in. So at certain points, I might get the itch to go in and just start creating, new merchandise.
Right.
So basically that's what it's about.
Who's like your core group that you make your stuff for? Like,
well, I actually make stuff for people that, people like me, you know what I mean, that look like me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Understand.
From the same area I'm from, you know what I mean? But you got to branch out. You can't really just be one track mind.
Right.
You have to create a vision for everybody, basically, if you're trying to really make it in the world.
Yeah, like they said, I watched this documentary, Low Life, and like Polo, Ralph Lauren, he made stuff mainly for rich old white men.
Yeah.
And what happened was the black community took it and started wearing the shit. Right. So then he started just making shit for us.
It's geared to
and we stopped wearing this shit when it started being geared towards us.
Right.
We started fucking with Tommy Hilfiger and shit.
But everything is a trend. My question, I want to ask you, what was like your biggest obstacle with it? And like, did you ever reach a point like where it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm not doing what I want to do, or maybe this not going the way I wanted to go. Like when you was just pumping out shirts, and it's like, you know what? Like, is it a point where you like you get where you was at, and it's like I either got to go forward or go backwards and do something else?
Well, for instance, when we created the Roses tee, I call it the Roses, the lady that had the roses, and then we created the love, the no love with the crossed out. So we only created 3 shirts. And we only had those 3 shirts for the whole 2019. We didn't come out with no other shirt, no other merchandise, nothing. It was just them 3 shirts, and that was it.
Right.
And then it took off because we didn't think that it was going to sell as much as it did. Right. You know what I mean? We had an idea it might sell, but it took off. So it's just like I was like, damn, what can I do next? So I was kind of stuck in the point where I didn't know what to do after that. Because it went as fast as I thought it was going to go.
Right.
So it kind of tripped me up in 2019 because I didn't make any more merchandise or any more product at all. Right. So I was just stuck in 2019. I didn't know which way to go in 2019. Mm-hmm. So then, as I just was sitting around in 2020 and I just seen, more brands coming out, more people, creating brands and this, I was like, man, I can do this. Right. So I just had to put my foot down and then get in the lab and then come up with the, more of the shirts that I came up with and more of the ideas. And that's where we at now. We're creating sweatsuits. I was just going to stick to T-shirts, man. I wasn't going for hats. Right. I wasn't going for sweatsuits or nothing. Now I'm creating jackets, jeans.
Right. Okay.
I
remember the beginning process. If y'all don't know, Mitch is my cousin, and he would send me different fucking logos and different shirts, and it was like yay or nay. He's like, what you think, cuz? How you feel about this? Should I make it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller? And I'm like, man, go for what you know. And like you said, it took off. And my question is to you, like, I see, you starting to promote a little bit more, like on your Instagram, but would you say word of mouth is a little bit better for you? Or just, just pushing it like that, or just...
that, you know what? That's kind of hard for me. I'm trying to grasp the social media aspect of the promotion part.
Right.
That's a little hard, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I believe that somebody else get it, they promote it on their page. Like if you buy a shirt or a hoodie or something, you put it up, then somebody gonna ask you, yo, where you get that joint from? If they feeling it, then maybe they put it up, you know what I mean, to keep the process going. Like, I honestly promoted the sweatsuit on Instagram. I paid for it, paid for the promotion. I was getting more likes, people coming to the page, but that's a more better way for you to do it. You can pay for your promotion too on the Instagram actual app. Okay. But I feel as though if I really want more, I gotta get back. I gotta get out there. I gotta really push it. Like I gotta really act like I'm a drug dealer and I'm selling, whatever I'm selling out there on the streets. I gotta get out there if I want people to buy the product.
But people respect you more for that too. Like, it's a whole different vibe. Like, cause just me thinking like back in the day when niggas used to come up, yo, I got T-shirts, I got this in my hoodie. You like, damn, nigga, you trying to rob me? But they really trying to sell something, and then you look at it like, damn, that's some thorough shit. I'm a cop up like that. Like, how many times we may see an ad on Instagram, we like, let me just breeze by, or you might go to the page, but you look at it like, I ain't copping that shit. So when you got it hands on, it's like, I feel as though people respect it more. And then you could call bullshit when you really talk to somebody face to face, rather than you worry about, oh yeah, I'm gonna come to your page, I'm gonna grab something. But I don't know. I think you doing it that way is a lot better. But I would still say push the Instagram a little bit more, and not even just Instagram. I mean, all social media platforms, man.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I know it's tough,
Yeah. I haven't created a Facebook yet. Right. I gotta create Facebook. I gotta create a Twitter.
This nigga is BJ, bro. He don't need no Instagram, bro. This nigga he know fucking everybody in North Philly, bro.
My question to you is,
BJ was the first black boy I knew that spoke Spanish. Yeah, that's real. He all black. He speaks Spanish.
I know. Listen, that's family. It surprised me too and shit.
My question to you is, what's your craziest order that you got? Like a crazy story while handling Medulla. Like, you got any crazy stories? Like somebody wanted you to make them something up by like the next hour or something like that. You don't have no crazy stories?
No, well, not like that. Well, people know, like, well, they'll ask me, but I'll tell them, like, it's really impossible for me to get you that, like, right now. Like, it's going to take a while. My stuff always take a while is because I'm really trying to give you a good quality. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to just go to, I'm not knocking anybody that do it, but go to like Foreman Mills and grab a T-shirt and slap my brand on there and sell it to you. Right. My stuff is really being created. It's thought about. It's a process, so it's quality. Right. I actually give you stuff that I'm going to wear, so it has to be right. I'm not going to sell you anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a difference between a lot of people that'll sell you anything and somebody that actually really want to give you something that means something. Yeah. And I stick behind my name, so my name means something to me. I don't know about other people, and once again, I'm not knocking anyone, but when I give you something, I want you to feel good about what I'm giving. Mm-hmm.
Ain't no shit. You just gonna wash it. You can shrink up.
Anybody ask you to put your brand on anything that was crazy?
No, I haven't really gotten anything like that. Pretty much the people I deal with pretty much know my personality. Oh, okay. Okay. So,
have you ever do you sell to people that because it's easy to get you got your core base, and that's in everything, even with us with podcasting, we got our core people that support and show love, but it's the reaction you get when it's strangers and stuff like that buy stuff like that. How do you feel do you reach the audience of people that don't know Mitch, that just like the product?
Oh, well, I mean, I haven't really thought about it. Yeah, that's a good question.
So you never ran into nobody, you be like, damn, I wouldn't expect you to buy my shit.
No. I haven't really thought about it like that. Basically, like I said, I'm trying to create for everybody. Yeah. So it's kind of I probably understand if somebody wouldn't buy something from me, because once I don't control anyone's money, so I can't tell you what to do with your money. Right. All I can try to do is put a product out there that you'll like, and that maybe you will want to buy.
But that come with promoting too, like we were just saying. It come with promoting and just branding too, because like you said, you come up with so many different shirts. I just feel as though if you promote it a little bit more, like you said, you showed me some stuff. I'm like, damn, cuz, why you ain't put up on the gram yet? He's like, oh, I'm gonna do it later. Like, I'm like, yo, put that shit up there. Like, that shit hot. Like, you know what I mean? Even with the new shirt you got, I'm like, yo, put that out there so people can see it. And my thing is maybe, you know, it's on a limb, but, you know, when the world opens back up, you go around, you know, different
pop-up shops,
pop-up shops or different cities and stuff like that. And just, you know, just some shirts you might just have to give away. I know somebody who did that, and they gave it away. They went to Florida, Miami, gave a couple of they shirts away, and next thing you know, it came with a card and all that with the email, and boom, next thing you know, they was having orders and shit like that coming from Miami. So, I mean, that's just another idea.
You know, it's all ways to promote.
Right.
And I'm up for all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like you said, this has been hard through the, you know, whatever this was, the pandemic. You know what I mean?
Quarantine phase.
Yeah. So, you know, really trying to get out there and do it is, you know, you think about it. You know, it prevents you from doing a lot of things you want to do.
Right.
You mentioned earlier that, like, when you started, your original thing was to, like, try to get a part of somebody else. You ever think about, like, doing a team? Or, like, I know you the face of it, though, but do you ever think about, like maybe I need somebody that does the social media stuff, because you good at what you do, like when you push it and stuff like that, and you selling a lot of merchandise, and you got a lot of variety of different things, and like you said, like you didn't even like really scratch the surface of like your Instagram like promotion and stuff, like social media promotion and all that. You think you need a team for that, or you think you like
you prefer to do it like solo?
Yeah. After with your experience of like meeting with somebody, like they like, yo,
yo, man, fucking Ralph Lauren ain't had no Instagram, bro.
No, not even that. I'm talking about like him, like doing the team.
You talking about him just having extra help, so he don't got to worry about
You know, when Medulla was originally, so to talk about the history of Medulla. Now, when it was originally, you know, came into fruition, it was supposed to be 2 other people with me.
Right.
You know, I'm not naming no names, but, you know, and part of the process of Medulla slowing down is because I was waiting for my partners. You know, I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to jump out there and, you know, but we slowed down. But that's, you know, I don't mind having, you know, other, you know, players or you know, partners, and but you got to see the vision. You know what I mean? We all got to see the same vision. So if you don't see the same vision, then it ain't gonna work. I see this as being something, you know, more than what it is now. So you have to have that same. If you're not gonna put the same effort in to anything you do in life, you know, if you're not gonna have the same effort that I have, then it ain't gonna work out. Because I feel like I'm putting in 1,000%. You ain't giving the same.
Exactly.
So unless you gonna give it your all, that's what anything you do. You know, you should think about it before, you know, incorporating people, because they gotta see the same things. Maybe I want to do shirts, or maybe you want to do hats. You do the hats, I do the shirts. It don't matter. Exactly. But as long as we doing something.
Like, you can't be fucking a fat bitch and she just laying on her back all day.
But that's what we talk about. We talk about that collectively, like in our own little circles. Like we gotta like have a straight vision, and when you getting everybody on the same page, we gotta all row the boat at the same time to get to the finish line.
Because it's just. It's not to say that you might have something going on, or I might have something going on, but this is a business. So you got to treat this as a business. Exactly. You got to put your personal things to the side to handle your business. That's the only way we're going to survive out here. So, and that's just where it was at. It's like I never X'd my partners out of it either. You know, they have any time they want to feel, you know, come and be a part of the Medulla. It's all welcome with open arms, but they gotta feel.
Braxton,
but they gotta feel like they want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? I can't put a gun in your head and say, "Yo, come on, I'm going in the lab today. Yo, what you got?" You got to understand that.
All right, one more question. You ever been out and then you see your brand on somebody?
I have.
How'd that feel?
Oh, I felt real good. You know, back when the world was open. Did you say something? Yeah, I said something. Back when the world was open, I seen a girl in Blue Martini on 2nd Street in the club.
What she had on?
She had on the Rosa shirt.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yo, we made it. I sent you the picture.
That be me.
We made it.
What'd you say to her?
I was just like, you know, I like your shirt. You know, I know the person that designed that shirt. I didn't want to tell her it was me.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm a
Joe
ass kind of
He Joe. Like,
yeah, I don't really want to.
I'm gonna ask you this. I know we kill you with the questions.
No, it's fine.
All right. Does it bother you when people ask for discounts?
Well,
I'm gonna piggyback before you finish that. Or does it bother you the discount, and do it bother you when like people like, how do you as a creator and you making clothing feel about people just like going to buy clothes? Like, motherfucker, you going to buy these shirts from these people? You could be like supporting, like, you know what I mean?
Well, people kill you with the price first.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Exactly. So, like I said, and one of my biggest things is I can't tell people what to do with their money.
Right.
I always say that. So, if you know I sell hoodies or I sell shirts.
Yeah.
You can buy a joint. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It'll cost you nothing. If you go to Nike and Adidas and Versace, Gucci, whatever designer you wearing that you don't know. I mean, you know me.
Yeah.
So you can say, I know the guy that designed this shirt.
And what kills me too is like, not to cut you off.
Shit,
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. But what kills me is that like when the people like be like racist and they don't want you wearing their stuff, and people still wear their stuff. Like, yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying about whatever we create, being who we are. You know what I mean? Your people should support.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You mean to tell me you might not like all my stuff.
Right.
You know, and I know you're not going to, but it should be something there that you like.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And my prices are not sky high.
That is true. Like my experience. Go ahead.
I'm selling sweatsuits right now. And this is good material.
Yeah.
And the sweatsuit is $60.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's what
That's
when I talk to Mitch about it, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna grab a sweatsuit. I'm waiting for him to say like 150, 160, because when usually people come at you for sweatsuits,
and they do
the
it
price
that
is
high.
so high, you be like, man, I might as well go to Nike. Like,
like what the fuck?
Yeah, but like
that's why that shit blew up with Milano, because you making these shit so high, and you got your shirts from H&M. That's why that shit blew up like that.
So it's like
Milano's successful as shit though.
But that's why it blew up like it did though. Because you spending like $100-something.
We ain't worried about
whatever.
Milano,
I'm just telling you. I respect that about him.
From my experience from buying from Medulla from Mitch, like it's always been good quality, and it's been a great price. And I even asked Mitch, I'm like, how are you able to push out such great quality to my front and back prints, like shit that because sometimes you support and you might wash something and like, all right, now it's just a ball shirt or some shit I wear in the house. Like shit, I really wore his shirts like 3-4 times out like if it was good quality and all that. And then like you said, you come in with a competitive price, like a good price that is like, oh, I don't mind buying that shit at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Speak on that. Well, you said that. You said you don't mind that. Like it's not always just about money to you.
Well, we all human.
Right.
So I know if I'm going to buy something, anything that I buy, you're going to look at the price.
Exactly.
I don't care what brand it is. You're going to look at the price.
That's me. They call me Clarence. They call me Clarence in the store.
You're going to exert the cost. So you're going to say, if I can get, I'm going to say 4 pair of jeans for $100, opposed to paying $300 for them. You're going to go with the 100.
Right, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I try to do. I just try to use and, just be human.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to say, damn, I got to pay $50 for that joint. Like, the shirts is reasonable price. The sweatsuits reasonable price. The hoodies, hats. I just want to, I'm doing it for people that look like me and, from the same, we all from the hood. Man.
Right.
So I don't have to kill your pocket.
You doing it for people that look like you. But what happens when a motherfucker put on your shit that don't look like you? Or somebody, you be like, man, I don't even like this nigga.
No, you don't think like that.
No, I don't think like that. What I mean is, when you said that,
nigga, he got my shit
that's
on.
just you, Trey.
No. You said that Ralph Lauren, when he designed his clothes, he designed his clothes for the old white man.
Right.
But see, I don't even look at it like as in, specifying color. What I mean by it is that I'm doing it for people that look like me. It's like people that's from where I'm from.
Yeah.
Right. That's any color.
I am you, you are me.
Yeah.
Basically.
We don't see no color around here.
Right.
Exactly.
Shit, if he bought it, I wouldn't care anyway, nigga. Yeah. You can use that shit.
So I mean, would you see yourself like to sum up the interview before we get into like the regular episode or whatever, like what do you got coming this year? Like what's your goals for this year for the brand? Like what do you got anything new coming? Like we see the hoodies, we saw the jacket you came with and all that. Like
like I said, I got the jackets. Yeah. I got 3 new sweatsuits about to drop.
Okay.
Within the next week or so. For the spring, I'm probably gonna head into try to, shorts.
Right. Okay.
Try shorts, matching shirts. It just I just like to feel the air. Yeah. I want to see where I can go. You know what I mean? Where it's gonna take me. Basically.
Do you 44?
4-4 Bulldog. But do you see returning like stuff like I really like and I actually bought the Rose shirt and I left it where we was at where I bought it, like we was at a party, we was at somebody's 30th birthday and I bought it there and I got so drunk and I left it there. But like for stuff like that shirt, and then I had the No Love shirt. Like, do you see yourself bringing that back out this year, this summer?
Yeah, always. Those shirts are, classics.
Right.
So they will return. The hot commodity shirts will return.
Right.
The ones that people like the most, I'm bringing them back in the summertime.
Okay. There's a bunch of people that's like, dang, I ain't got no more of them No Love Jones.
Yeah. I like that No Love.
They always in on reach. I can always order them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just about to order a few.
Bring them out for Valentine's Day. Need that.
Maybe different color that they bring it to red, black, heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, you gotta, we looking at doing a lot of things.
Okay.
Right. So B said he was gonna stick around with us for the rest of the episode and just vibe with us.
You guys want me to, you don't mind.
For sure, man. You brought us hoodies and shit.
Ain't nobody else bought this shit. Nobody else bought this shit. No.
You ain't give us no CDs, no nothing. You know what I mean?
Right, we ain't got no CDs, no DVDs,
no makeup and shit.
No makeup. No, we got cookies and candy.
Oh, we did. We
just gotta spread love, man. Right. Hopefully, it go a long way.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having me.
Oh yeah, of course.
No problem, man.
Yeah, we like your vibe. We looking for another person. He turned up on us when we first came out. Save it for the episode. Right. But the big news this week was it went viral that the guy in Atlanta, his wife was she was pregnant in the hospital, ready to have a baby. What you call that, labor almost?
Labor. Yeah. It's a push gift.
Yeah, so she was in labor and he went out to buy her quote unquote push gifts, and he showed up to the hospital with Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton bags, and all these things of nature, showering her with expensive gifts. Later on within the week, it goes viral that the baby wasn't his. Like, so what y'all feel about that? Like,
I think that's fucking great. Well, first of all, from my point of view, me just having a baby or me getting ready to go into labor, me period, don't go out and give me all this stuff. You could have showered the baby with stuff. Like, I don't need that stuff.
Well, maybe the baby all taken care of.
Money though,
man, like that. I just don't.
I never heard of this saying.
Usually, what I know from push gifts is like a bracelet. That's what I've seen, like a bracelet, and they always had like a charm on it. It said like it was a charm bracelet. That's the only ones that I've ever seen. Like a push gift. Now everybody doing push gifts. You get in the car and all this other shit. It's like, oh, okay.
I just heard that last year.
Push gifts always been around though. That's when
but I only see like little stuff.
Shit like that, you propose.
In the labor?
Only seen little stuff like earrings, nigga, jewelry.
Was it his first child?
It ain't first night, because
we know, but I'm saying, leading up to that, he might have thought it might have been his first
they got
child.
A picture next to it with all 3 of them, and that's the only kid there, so.
Maybe that's what he was, he was excited about having his first child by his woman.
It better be his first child. You buying all that shit and it's like her third time doing it.
Yeah, but so is that a trend or like you said that been around? I never heard of it. So
yeah, I heard.
I feel like that's a trend. How long ago did you hear about it?
That been years. Like they might take you out on vacation before you about to go in, or you get a bracelet. I've seen somebody get earrings, but that was it. But
how about you, Mitch? You heard that?
No, I'm serious.
This nigga,
I don't recall hearing about that, but it's just like baby showers. You know what I mean? Like baby showers back in
like
the day.
the dad will bring a
the
gift.
man never, men never attended baby showers.
Right.
That is true. I remember that.
No shit.
But
that was a thing back in the day. Like, men didn't go to baby showers. Now it's like a thing where men there and stuff like that. Yeah, but before it wasn't like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that gender reveals is a trend now. I didn't hear about it 10 years ago, 5 years.
I damn sure ain't hear about it when I was pregnant because I done did one.
Exactly. So,
I definitely would have did one.
Right.
But speak on that though. Like, put yourself in those shoes. Like, for priests, if you had a question that the baby wasn't yours, would you even, the baby wasn't his, would you even accept the gifts? And for the fellas, like,
you wouldn't have made it that far.
What would y'all do? Like, maybe you was there the whole time. Like, would you claim the baby?
Keep it a being. You know, if you're dealing with a woman and that kid ain't yours, you should know that from the rip. You know, it's not to play games. He probably knew.
Yeah, he probably kind of knew.
You know what I mean? He probably went up in the air because you know. You know what I mean? You ain't.
No, I don't think so, man.
I don't know, but maybe she wasn't moving crazy. Maybe she just had one little piece.
Like,
like,
maybe they broke her for a little bit,
right.
and she kind of just went out just to coax her feelings a little bit. And then, but they ain't asked once they got back together. Now you pregnant.
But you gotta put
the nigga who baby it is just can afford a bracelet, and he done bought the Louis Vuitton. That's what I'm thinking.
But you know the crazy shit to me,
the
though?
bracelet.
My thing is this: it's foul on the female, and I ain't saying I'm with all abortions and all that, but I just feel like it's kind of foul if you did that and wound up getting pregnant and you don't know who the father is. Like, I
think they know.
You shouldn't have kept it. To me, you shouldn't.
I think a woman. Maybe you could speak to this more, priest. But maybe you can't. But I ain't saying you've been through that. But I'm saying no. I think a woman has an idea of the baby. Like, if you're not sure the baby is a person, you at least have something in the back of your head. Like,
in the back of your head, you know, like, damn, like.
And
I don't know if he knew. He probably was just so excited, and she seen how excited he was, and just kept it under wraps. But I mean, like, do you take the stuff back?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
that's what I asked y'all though. Would y'all,
no.
would you take care of the baby?
I mean, all right, it's not yours. Did it?
No. Sorry.
I'm
gonna go have my own baby.
Yeah.
Honestly, I gotta have my own baby. Like,
I'm just saying, maybe like
you can't trust it.
No, but it is niggas who do take care of babies that's not theirs.
We're not saying that.
No, it'd be a lot of times when the niggas that go to jail, they chick get pregnant while they book, they come home, they be like, fuck
this is a whole different
I'm
scenario.
not taking care of nobody else's.
This is a whole different scenario. This is me thinking that's my child. Right. And it's coming about, it's not my child. When I get to the joint, I do the DNA test. Like,
so, like, my question is, is the DNA test came back, give me all those bags that I got.
Yes.
That I got you. And do he really take them back, though?
He's supposed to.
Or do you just say, like, yeah, you can have all that shit, I'm out.
As a woman, you should give them back.
I wouldn't even have took them, but it's just like, cause you know in the back of we would have known at that hospital, like, look, it's a chance it might not be yours.
You said that, Mitch. But I'm thinking, like, when you think of like scenarios like that, anytime the woman wrong in a situation, she should give shit back. Like, all right, for example, like engagement ring or something like that. If you cheat on that man, you should get a ring back, like, right?
Lamar,
if she cheat,
it's over.
It's over.
But at the same time, you gotta look at it like this: do you really want the shit back? No.
It's money.
It's
money.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with the Louis Vuitton back?
What you gonna do with it?
I'ma sell it.
Well, if she ain't the Louis back, if she ain't with the tag off them Jones, you can take them back to the store.
Yeah.
But an engagement ring, if y'all been engaged for a while now and she been wearing that ring. And it ain't worked out. You should put
that shit on my pinky ring.
I don't want that shit back, bro.
I'm gonna make that shit a pinky ring. What you mean?
No, that's what most guys do. Like, no, you can just have that shit.
Ain't no point. What's the point?
What's the point? I'm gonna tell you the point, because she not gonna keep that ring. If she meet a new nigga, he gonna say, yo, get rid of that shit, sell it, or do something. Don't keep that ring.
But you gave it to her with the intentions of
taking it all away.
Yes.
But that fell apart when she fucked up, though.
Like,
right. Who's to say she fucked up? What if they just fell apart?
I'm just saying,
if I fucked up, I'm like, you can have it. If I'm hurt, I'm a petty nigga. I want my ring.
I
want the fleets.
So in turn, this is a
dragging
double
out the argument.
Yeah.
Like, it's a double standard because you can't handle if a woman cheat, but you want a woman to handle if you cheat.
I don't even want to say
Bitch
it.
better handle it.
So is she petty?
Why?
If you fuck up and she be like, you know what? Give me them sneaks. I brought you all your fucking hats.
Right.
You
No,
gonna
you
be
can
like,
have all that. You can have whatever you want.
You ain't gonna give her that shit back.
Hold on.
If she
You ain't giving that shit
I got a
back.
lot of females
The New Year's and all that,
Put
like-
bleach all on it anyway.
You ain't giving that shit back.
No, I'm just saying this though. Seriously, it don't even gotta be a cheating phase. Y'all just don't work out. Y'all just say, yo, you know what? Let's call it quits. I want the fucking ring back. Like, give me the ring.
Why you want the ring?
Right.
Why you want the ring back?
Why I want the ring back? Because it's gonna be like this. I gotta move out. We gotta leave. Whoever living in the house. Listen, y'all get a house together. We gonna sell the
so
house.
you
and
giving
keep
the
house.
PS5 back?
Yeah. Listen. If I want to start fresh,
You
I need all
starting fresh, then you don't need the ring.
Yeah,
back.
that is true. Sometimes starting fresh is if you need that bad mojo off you. Like keep
You don't
all
need
that
that
shit.
ring. You don't need none of that.
I need that chicken to get my apartment.
I need that
That is
You know
true.
what I mean?
That is
'Cause
true.
listen, all
You
right,
need to move on.
I need a
you-
security
you- all right.
deposit.
I need that
Listen, scenario. You married, right? Divorce. Now, well, man, if I can't even use you. I can't use you either. All right, y'all single. I mean, y'all married, but y'all don't have kids. Y'all don't have kids, though.
All right.
Y'all got a house together. What y'all doing? You gonna leave her the house? Y'all broke
No,
up.
y'all
You gonna
signed like
leave-
mortgage.
What you gonna do?
See,
You gotta
split it?
sell it.
I mean,
You
you
gotta
know
sell
what?
it.
You know what?
You
The
selling it,
thing
split it.
about this is
Let me get my car. She
the
can
thing
have
about
a
saying stuff
house.
about
I'll do
things
another house.
that you haven't experienced. It's always easy to say what
yeah,
you're
to say
going
what you
to
gonna
do
do.
when you ain't get there.
Nigga, I was almost nigga. I ain't married, but
But
I
it's-
was almost on the out. I'm
But,
like,
but
sell the
it's
house.
always easy.
Shit, you can live downstairs.
Fuck you mean?
Sell out.
You gonna share this
Shit,
motherfucker?
you know, I got a duplex, so it was like, yo, well, we gotta sell this shit. That's
No,
all
but
in my joint.
my vibe be I'll leave. Like I don't have no problem starting fresh. I'd rather be happy. It ain't about money to me.
As long as I got a car.
Good ass motherfucker. I
Yeah,
thought you was
as long as
petty.
I got a
No,
car.
I can be petty, but like I think people really undervalue. They undervalue happiness and they overvalue money.
And you know what I say? I say this wrong, man. Happiness, your own happiness is important.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't make nobody happy. So
Yeah.
let's get out the line with saying, you know, you can make her happy or she can make you happy. No,
yeah.
you got to make yourself happy first.
Yeah.
Because it ain't going to work out like that,
Well,
man.
Will said that same shit to Jada, and she had an entanglement. Man.
Well, no,
I see
like,
the
you
joke.
can't-
Man alone.
you
Leave
can't-
man alone.
They was
Leave man
entangling,
alone.
you know, we don't live them type
August
of lives.
was
man.
doing
We don't
what's
know what they
supposed
was
to be
doing.
done. That's it.
We don't know that.
August was doing what's supposed
I think
to
that's
be done
that's
with what he had.
that's a whole nother.
I just think that's how they live their life.
Right.
He probably was out there.
They
doing
also
what he
signed-
was.
They also
Exactly.
Scientologists too. Like
Right,
He
right.
probably got caught up
Yeah,
in
the
the game.
people she just said though, you just nasty.
She was getting that last
Just
one.
well, you had to see her face
I
on
said
He was
it.
doing what had to
She's
be
over
done.
It's just always going left, man.
Is that what
I'm
it's
just,
about?
I'm just saying that he
That's
was
what
doing
it's
what
about,
had to
though.
be done.
That's all
Look, I
it's
said
about.
August and Jada. I'm not talking me. I said
Yeah, okay.
August fell for that old snapper, and he did what needed to be done, and she allowed him.
Yo, you can
She
never
took
look
advantage.
through Priest's phone or look through her pictures. She probably got some crazy
I
shit.
know. I
You like,
erased
what
all
the
my
fuck
shit,
is
cuz.
this? Like-
Once the relationship over, I erased all my shit.
Like,
My
what
shit
the
is
hell
gone. I have
you got
nothing
in
left.
this joint?
Nothing's everything's
Dick
trash.
from '98.
No, I don't got shit left. I erased all my shit.
But to move on, Charles Barkley, you know him, the anchor on TNT Sports or whatever, on a late night show with Shaq and Ernie Johnson and Kenny
He's
Smith.
a what?
He's a coon.
They asked him. They asked him this trick every week. Zoom call at night. They asked him the question as far as the COVID vaccines coming out. Who should get it first? And he said that athletes should get it first because of the amount of taxes they pay. That they should be at liberty to get the vaccine before your regular Joe Schmo. After, I guess he was saying after essential workers and stuff like that, like the people. Before you just give it to Joe Schmo living on the block, you should give it to an athlete who getting taxed.
Who's to say they even want to take? They gotta take it.
I
They have
agree with you,
to.
bro. That is some cool shit.
No, but listen. Do they want to take it? Do they have to?
He can have my shot.
Do they have to take it?
Nah, you can't make nobody take a vaccine.
They said 23 people died in Norway from that shit.
Even if they
From
make
the
it
vaccine?
mandatory?
Yeah, after taking the
You
vaccine.
can't make people. They said that even with the COVID test, like people, they offer them to people, and people don't have to take them.
Because in LA, in order for the kids to go to school, it's supposed to be mandatory.
I was hearing something like that. I was hearing like your employer can make you
It's
take
people
that.
out there that can forge paper.
You got it's a waiver out there.
It's a way around it.
But you got to offer, like, even with my kids going back to school, they still have an offer my option if you don't feel safe enough to stay home to get some type of home schooling. Like,
okay.
You can't just tell me that your kid got to go to school and he got to take this vaccine. Because some people don't vaccinate their kids.
Shit, them motherfuckers going right back.
Crazy.
But how you feel about Barkley statement or whatever like that? You think he was wrong for saying it's a pecking order?
He's out of line for saying
He's
shit
always
I feel like he's speaking ahead.
He's
Like
speaking for the rich, basically.
He's speaking for them. Like they gotta say that.
Yeah,
you don't play ball no more, my man.
Charles Barkley always looked at himself as he don't look at himself as a black man. He looked at himself as Charles Barkley.
Right.
So
I think he even said that.
Different.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I feel like you keep reaching.
I guess
that's him. He always
everybody's gonna have an opinion.
Right. I'm about to say that.
Yeah. It really doesn't matter to me.
That's what get me too. That everybody has an opinion on something. Is like you got to choose if you like or dislike a person off their opinion. Like
you not great until you win a ring, Charles.
Oh shit!
But no, my thing is this too. Like, just the platform he used it at. Like, you shouldn't have said no shit like that. Not on TNT.
I think he's speaking to what like. How many times when you look at your profession or whatever it is, your bias to any situation is what you go through. So you say, yo, we need to get this or we should get this because that's your perspective. Yeah. So he's speaking on his perspective. He sympathized with players because he's a former basketball player. Right. So that's the first people he think of. Not too many people are conscious enough of everything to say, yo, what's the best solution for the world? Like he thought like, yo, for real, these people they playing something like they shouldn't be playing, to be honest with you. Sports only going on for the business of the white, white, but the business of the powerful people, whatever. Right? But like that's not. Yeah, it's entertainment, but at the same time, when you're talking about only people that's going out as essential people, workers and stuff like that, like you playing the sports at a luxury to keep up something going on. Granted, you entertain people, but at the same time, it's like you don't need this to be going on, and you making people who don't have the strenuous like that we might go through. Like, oh, if I don't go to work, I ain't gonna have no food on my plate. Right. Like they have money, so they got the luxury to say, yo, I don't want to do this. Like I shouldn't be doing it.
Right. You see,
I'm cool. Yeah. You see, Kyrie Irving just disappeared, and it's like they are still like making them play. Like contract standards, they like, oh, y'all still making them play. No yeah. But Lamar Odom coming out.
Speaking of basketball players.
Yeah. Speaking of basketball players. Lamar Odom's supposed to be boxing, like so. In the celebrity boxing world, we posed the question. Yeah.
I want to watch Lamar Odom.
No, I kind of want to see it.
He's gonna die.
What if he? No, he's not going to die.
He's fighting another celebrity though.
His heart or some shit.
But what other celebrity y'all can see him fighting?
Well, I seen Matt Barnes. I feel like that's all right. Shit, make him fight Charles Barkley.
Fuck Barkley up for us.
We go around. We go all right. So
I like Matt Barnes.
No. All right, go ahead.
I
man.
like that.
Who you feel?
I'm gonna answer the question. Him and Tristan Thompson to fight.
Oh yeah, that's a good joke.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one.
Damn,
that's top. That's one. That's one. I didn't even think about Chloe.
God,
like she was right beside line.
Yeah, because definitely was time double back with Chloe.
Yo, that's a good one.
I think that's the top one, bro.
That's the top one.
And he was messing with Chloe before she got all that shit done, right? Before she got all that.
Yeah, he tried to double back. You know what I mean?
Got to.
He had the stroke and shit or whatever happened to it.
Nigga almost died and came back.
Yeah, Chloe was there. And
that's what happens when you messing around with
brothel.
Yeah, them
the Kardashians.
You saw the pic when he's getting laser done on this shit.
Nah, nigga, come on, I don't know nothing about that shit. Shred, how about you, Dre? Who you think he should fight?
So, fight or get his ass whooped by?
Either one, bro.
All right, get his ass whooped by Meta World Peace. World Peace whoop his ass.
I think we all talk.
No, he you don't remember back when he was playing whooping everybody.
That's
Ron Artest was whooping everybody.
Look, I'm like,
nah, you don't know.
She looking like she know. Oh, Ron.
I was like, no. I said, I don't know.
That's a good one.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I think he just because he got a lot of bark. I feel like I want to see him fight what's his name? Kevin Garnett.
Oh yeah, I don't think KG is tough as people think.
I know, that's
he is.
what I'm saying, because he just
talk
a lot of shit.
Yeah,
he talk a lot of shit.
Yeah,
and a lot of people, I guess they're afraid of him or some shit. That's just like the Morris twins. I know they from Philly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to see one of them niggas rumble, dog. They always do somebody
shit. They
on
some tough shit all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's
but that's the Philly thing, I think. Yeah. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I want to see him fight Nate. I think Nate need another round. I think Nate needs to redeem himself. Nate needs to get in the ring as soon as possible. Yeah. Don't let another celebrity basketball player, nobody get in the ring without Nate getting back in there.
Alone, man.
Nate 5'8", dog, 5'6". 5'6". That nigga like 6'10", dog.
Oh.
That's how Nate lost the last on that reach, man. Couldn't do nothing with him.
No, Nate just was fighting like he was in the park. Man.
Yeah. He did. He was.
He needed to slow down and box. He was fighting. He wasn't.
That nigga jumped.
But they spent too much time selling that fight because Nate really had people thinking he was like really training and like he couldn't have been as trained as hard as he supposed to because he wasn't even like fighting a boxing style for a boxing match. Like he was,
The bull was a boxer. The bull had a fight before that.
He
had the advantage over Nate.
Yeah. But Nate was cut all up like a bag of dope. I saw him. And then people get too much credit for, like, we gotta get rid of the notion that just because you black, you can fight. Like, people just think because you black, you can fight. Like, that's not true. Like, everybody think just because I'm going with the black guy because he can fight. Like,
the
no.
odds were stacked against him, though.
But you know how it is when you grow up. You can't, if you lose
a
fight, it better not be to them.
No, it can't.
It better not be to them.
You gotta go whoop his ass.
You gonna fight his ass.
Nigga, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. You
lucky I helped your ass. You almost lost.
You know, I'm gonna send your ass to karate.
You see how fast like that died down though, man? Like we thought that shit was gonna carry over to this year. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody smoking on Nate Loke no more.
No, we smoking on that Ashley pack.
We're
gonna storm the Capitol. Storm the Capitol.
Oh, you crazy.
Smoking on that Ashley.
You were left with that one.
Free kill.
I ain't talking about nobody that died, man.
He kept saying last week on the joint. He referring to the girl that got killed at the Capitol or whatever. She had no business being there, so I don't feel no ill will about saying anything. You shouldn't have been there. Like,
yeah.
Put that nigga.
That's like when people. That's like the boy who blew up his hand or something. Breaking in the ATM or something like that in Philly. He was trying to break in the ATM and blew up. You had no business being there. I don't feel sorry that you lost your hand or some shit like that.
Put that bitch in the dirt. Put her under the dirt.
This motherfucker.
Gang, what's up, company? It's Sport checking in to let you know every Monday morning when we get the potty jumping, we using Anchor. Why we using the Anchor app? Because it's completely free. The creation tools help you edit your podcast and upload it right from your phone, your tablet, or your laptop. You can get your podcast out to places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. You can make money too, no minimum listenership. So you get you on your grind, you're gonna make you a couple dollars. It's everything you need all in one space. Download the free app, or you can go to anchor.fm to get it.
That bitch in the dirt.
Speaking of what's her name, Ashley?
Ash Pack.
This week after the whole Capitol riots, whatever, you saw a lot of people getting indicted and picked out from different video cameras and visuals and stuff like that. It was a Chester police firefighter and a couple people from Virginia. But on the U.S. Capitol,
they had breaking news today, right?
Yeah, it was on Ball Alert. U.S. Capitol Police caught some guy who had fake credentials trying to get in the Capitol building. He was caught with a handgun and like 500 rounds of ammunition or whatever.
But what did he have plans on doing in there?
Just him.
Ain't no motherfuckers on vacation for 2 weeks or some shit.
No, it was supposed to be something going down this
he was
weekend.
Gonna kidnap
for the inauguration.
Yeah, they getting ready for the inauguration this week or whatever.
And it's like a worldwide like mass.
He's going to kidnap.
I don't know, y'all. Y'all don't feel like nervous about the inauguration?
Well, I ain't going to be there.
I mean, not us, but you don't think something might happen?
Because I like watching that shit.
I don't know, though. Everybody all volunteering to perform and shit like that. I'd have been like, no, I'm
good. If they take J-Lo out, fuck it.
If they ain't go off when Barack made it, like, anybody I felt that was going to get killed was Barack. If Barack Biden can make it if Barack got up there.
Biden ain't
not the way they acting now.
You don't got killed by it. Biden's so fucking old. He fucking around died on his term. It's going to really be Kamala who's going to be the president. Biden already losing his fucking mind.
She probably slipped something in his drink.
We did it, Joe. We did it.
He over there like...
But there's a lot with that stuff.
Right.
Because she was all for, when they had allegations against him.
Yeah, of course.
And then they slid her in there to be the vice
that's
president, and then it went all out the window. So a lot of this shit that going on behind the scenes, man, has nothing to do with us. We ain't nothing but pawns on the chessboard.
Yeah. She knew once she didn't win when they was all going for the nomination, the Democrat nomination. She knew once she didn't win, she would be the top candidate for vice president strictly because she black. And she a woman, so she knew whoever would win, even if it was Bernie, they was gonna pick her up and put her on a car.
She ain't even.
I think she a little sexy.
She's some type of Indian or something like that.
What they claim she is.
She did that. Yeah, she ain't black.
But
I've been saying
Fuck
that.
you and the clicky clack.
going back to the question though, I've been hearing about
rumbles on the internet.
Yeah, rumbles on the internet about people who want to do some shit at the Capitol or just statewide, I guess special places in the cities and shit like that.
Strap up.
Yeah, so my thing is no, seriously, my thing is just try to avoid certain situations and being around mass crowds of people because
my shit is take your ass to work. The same way you gonna have to take your ass to work even if something do happen.
Nah, bro. I wouldn't say take my ass to work.
What about this don't ever bother y'all the eerie feeling that they find shit out like this like everything is they know they how they know he was there, how they know that they all it's all dark web shit, so it really make you feel like they listen to anything anytime people be planning shit, even when you see these and we ain't have them this year because of COVID, but the mass shootings and all that, it's always something that the feds was listening to them and knew that they was so what do you say, I'm gonna shoot them all up, they just start tap right into your shit.
That's because it's all a game. It's design, man.
Yeah,
it's a system and design, man. It's nothing is new under the sun. So none of that shit was planned and thought out, man. Exactly. They ain't just stormed the Capitol. You think they just stormed the Capitol? No. They were invited into the Capitol.
Right. Walk down Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right.
And we're going to show them.
And that shit definitely fucked you up. When they was counting the ballots and how they had the National Guard down here at the City Hall. And they found the boy truck or van, whatever. He had ammunition and shit like that. It was damn, that shit hit close to home. It was
but how the fuck did they know that he had that shit in his truck? I never thought about that.
But somebody peeped that. Somebody was acting weird.
Look, it's a black man over there. I think he tried to kidnap. They probably told him he tried to kidnap a Chinese.
No, bro, you gotta look at it like this. You see a black van down City Hall.
He got some Mexicans
in the back. It didn't move in 3 or 4 days or some shit. You're like, yo, what the fuck is this van doing here? And it ain't from Philadelphia. It ain't from Pennsylvania.
I think he got some Mexicans in the back.
Just whenever you hear topics of racism, you only hear 2 colors.
Right.
That is, you only hear black or you only hear white. You don't hear no orange. You don't hear no green. You don't hear nothing else. So racism sells and fear sells.
True.
So
that's why COVID always on the news.
Exactly. They use these tactics to have people talking about this shit.
Only time you didn't hear about COVID when they was looting. Then the looting was the thing.
Right.
As soon as they stopped looting,
when the election was coming up, you stopped hearing about COVID a lot.
It's crazy that the news turned into clickbait, but it's just we just trying to sell the most popular story. We don't care if it's right or wrong. That used to be for tabloids.
They got fake news. Fake news. Trump be snorting coat just fake news. Fake news.
Hold up. But you was still gonna vote for this nigga.
He wanted to vote for him, but he wasn't. He thought his mom was gonna be mad.
Votes don't matter, man.
Yeah, and what's the name?
You already know who's gonna be in that office. Look at the candidates they put in front of you. Both of them dudes in their 70s, and they don't look like you.
Right.
They don't look like you, man.
Oh, this shit.
So you voted for Ye, right?
Listen.
I want that old Kanye. I want that new Kanye.
We gotta stop waiting for people to save us, man.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna ask you this question: how you feel about reparations for black people?
Man, listen, man. What you gonna do? Beg people for shit, man? You keep begging for some shit that's yours already.
Yeah.
Shit, my man talking about giving us that 2K back, y'all mean?
No, you just getting the 14. You got the 6. You got the 6.
Oh, that 14 comes.
Y'all, you happy with them giving you your own money back? That's all they doing.
I know, right? They gonna hit us
just giving you your money.
No, but I look at it like this. If you talk about Native Americans was given land, like they got reservations and all that.
Though, because they rich up, they took their land. They
Yeah, but they gave them land though.
Black people don't do smart shit. We go out and we buy, take
Let me ask you this.
Not all black people.
If you keep referring to yourself as a color, you will be nothing. Black has no origins to anything. So that was the greatest trick they ever pulled on y'all, was to tell you that you black. Because it's nothing.
Yo, this
don't
nigga
belong
used to talk
anything.
like this when I was like, I probably was like 12 years old playing basketball. He'd be preaching to me and shit, giving me the game. This is why I from my hood.
Can I get $1 now, BJ?
Man, what you want from the store?
Oh, you want me to go to the store?
Still want me to go to the store? No.
Out there in the beater. But Priest got her Priest points. We gonna tap right into that and let her do her little thing.
Choke this shit right here. Oh, let it rock for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
She had my dick on.
I made a profile of Tinder, so send you let me to be with her. The thing that makes
I think I'm the only one that don't like the whole album. I like her voice. I always will love her voice, but I feel like this is the only song that I really feel like is really good. The rest of it is like
no, but
it's really like
I like the storyline.
The storyline. I'll give you that, but I can't say, oh, this on repeat. Like it's not that. It's not giving it. But I got Priest points. So Heather Rose and turn that down, Sam. Heather Rose and Young Ma are getting closer. They might be scissoring by now. Saudia from Philly, Uzi's girl in Philly, posted a selfie wearing his chain. Somebody better go check on JT because they still fucking around. Secret baby news for James Harden, which is the reason him adding the Trailblazers to his trade wish list because that's where the baby mom lives.
Portland?
Damn.
Ain't no pretty girls in Portland.
Well, that's where she at.
Yeah.
That's where she at. Matt Barnes in trouble after Matt Barnes threatened his girlfriend Anissa Sims, hairstylist, because she said she no longer wanted to do business with her since she was not properly tagged under a post. The hairstylist then added that the hair was given to Anissa for free because Matt and Anissa are financially unstable. And Tiana Taylor and Lori Harvey had a falling out. Details are still being gathered, but my guess is she don't like the whole publicity stunt she's doing with Michael.
Why y'all don't think Mike just
I
likes
really
Shorty? And why? Because it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
It's Cab.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about it's a lot of people who date whores. Now y'all want to criticize.
I'm not saying like I don't think Shorty. I don't think she a whore. I think the niggas ain't stick. I think she ain't just like him.
That's what it is.
Matter of fact, sis put us there. Said he don't even like girls.
No, I don't know about that. But I heard he don't like black girls though.
He don't like black girls. This is Cat, so he can go back and say, "I said that too. I said that too. I said that too."
No, stand on that.
But for sure, he does not like black girls because. And then he only dating Lori, so he can say back, well, I dated Lori, and I dated the other black girl he was dating. But that's it. But it's Cat, but it'll come out, and, you know, you'll remember episode 87.
So why
and then, hold on, last one. Hold on. This is the last one. The situation with Lucci is out, well, majority of it. Regine is keeping secret about his enemies that shot up her blue Range Rover she just got to send a message to him. She ain't say nothing about that. That's on the hush hush. So, like, that's why I don't like. Like, I'm really about to cut the points off. Like,
no, I'm not saying
y'all think it's funny, and then the shit come out. Like, and then you be like, oh shit, you was telling the truth. Like,
I'm laughing at the fact that she would do that. I didn't say it was fake. Damn, what the fuck?
She just starts snapping.
Yeah. Like, I really just don't like it.
She not allowed to drink on the episode.
Nah, I'm not. I put like a little bit in there.
Is that really Lucci and Regine, the two little heads on Instagram?
No,
that looked just like him and shit.
His beard not even that full.
Oh, my bad.
Running with that girl.
Yeah. But this episode 87.
Shout out Medulla, bitches.
Shout out to Medulla Mitch coming through.
Medulla Oblongata brand on Instagram. You click on there. I have the website up. You can go click on that and you go to medullaoblongata.com.
Oh yeah, and then your personal is Medulla Mitch, right?
Medulla Mitch. I don't really, accept requests on my personal. Just follow the brand.
Follow the brand though.
Follow the brand though. It's all respect. What I mean, it's business and it's pleasure.
Yeah, I understand.
Never mixed the two.
Right. Oil on water.
And I appreciate, the guys for having me come out here.
For sure. Keep bearing gifts, man.
Gifts, man.
That's episode 87. We out.
I just need my sweatpants.